Hey there, BookTube, me again. In case you couldn't tell, today is St. Patrick's Day, and I'm going to be doing the Kiss Me I'm Irish tag for you today. So let's get right to it. The first question thing is green. A book with a green cover. Now, the greenest cover that I own would be this book, The Final Storm by Wayne Thomas Batson, and this belongs to a trilogy that I really liked when I was like 12, somewhere in there, and so yes, it's really green. The second one is Blarney, a book that was overhyped or that you were sort of deceived into liking that you didn't really care for. I don't know. For me, that would be The Secret Life of Bees. I mean, it was okay. It was just really, I thought I was gonna really love it because I love books set in the South and in this era, and I didn't hate it. You can't really hate the book, but it just wasn't as great as I thought it was gonna be. The third is Brogue, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. It looks like it says Brogue, which is a book that has a character or characters with an accent, and for that I chose this book, which is Ireland by Frank Delaney, and it's quite a thick book. It's really good. It actually starts it's about what it says it's about. It's about Ireland, and it's like the entire history of Ireland, starting from like when and how the continent was formed, and like it's about a storyteller, and it's telling all of these stories from way back in the way back. Number 4 is Leprechaun, a book that you liked when you were a little person. Now, the only book that I have on my shelf that I've had since I was little is Where the Sidewalk Ends by Shel Silverstein, which I showed you a video back, I think. Number 5 is Pot of Gold, a book that cost a lot or that means a lot to you, and I picked the latter. And for that, I have All Good Things Around Us, which is sort of just a book about like all sorts of plants and like edible plants and how to grow them and like all of that stuff. And why it is so special to me is it was my great-great-grandmother's, my mama's, and she lived on this big mountain in West Virginia all by herself, her and her shotgun, and you can tell where she walked all around, and she picked samples, you know, and dried them in this book, and it's got her handwriting all through it, and it's a really special book to me. And she passed away quite a few years ago, and to have something like this with her handwriting in it and her thoughts and flowers that she actually picked and preserved, it's really special. For number, 6 or 7 or 5, somewhere in there, we have 4-Leaf Clover, a series that you have enjoyed in the past or are currently enjoying. I don't really read that many series. I used to when I was younger, like I was really into like fantasy series and stuff like that, but those are all at the library. So what I have on my shelf is Miss Peregrine's, what is this called? The Miss Peregrine's trilogy? Is that what we call it? It's gonna be a trilogy. So yep, these. Next we have Magic, a book that you found to be magical or that you enjoyed having a magical element in the book. And for that, I chose The Night Circus, which I'm currently reading. I don't know if you can see my little bookmark hanging out of here. The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. This is a beautiful book. I'm not finished with it yet, but oh my goodness. The writing is so poetic and it flows so well, and it's just, oh, the writing is magical and the setting is magical and the book is about magic and it's magical. It's magical, okay. And next we have Kiss, which is basically your book-ish OTP. And for that, shocker, Hazel and Gus from The Fault in Our Stars, because they're just always going to be my OTP, okay? Just always. They just always. Okay? Okay. Look, a book on your bookshelf that you will be lucky to get to someday. For that, I chose Catch-22 by Joseph Heller, because I got about 100 pages into this book and the writing is all over the place. I'm not saying that it's not a good book. I'm sure it's great. It's just all over the place, which I realize that is to convey that, you know, it's during the war and things are crazy and people are crazy, but I think maybe I might just need to be in like a mood or like time in my life to be able to read this book, and that time is not now, and I don't know when it's gonna be. So now this next question is Jig, a book that you don't currently own, but I guess that you would do a jig if you did own it. And obviously I don't have it, so I can't show it to you, but it would be this beautiful hardcover edition of The Great Gatsby, and it's gold, and it's just like so pretty. It's so pretty, and I don't think that you can get it here in America. So I tried to order it off Amazon and it was just so expensive, so I'm gonna have to wait a while, but oh my gosh, it's so pretty. And this last part is Rainbow, and this is where I'm supposed to tag people to do this tag, but since I'm filming this on St. Patrick's Day, it's a little late for that now, isn't it? So if you want to do the tag, you do the tag, and you just have some Irish spirit. You just keep it going all year long. But I'm not going to tag anyone. I should have filmed this sooner. But, yep, here we are now. Okay, so I just wanted to say at the end here that while I love filming tags, like I could film tags every day. I love doing tags, right? They're easy to film, they're great. I know as a booktuber, I should be filming and doing reviews, but the thought of that scares me. And like what, how do you do the thing, you know? So I figured I would just do one, and I'm going to let you pick which book you want to see reviewed. Out of 3, I've got Will Grayson, Hollow City by Ransom Riggs, and The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern, which I will be done with soon, very soon, probably tonight. So you leave down in the comments which book you want to see reviewed, and we'll see what happens. Will you be able to call it a review? Probably not, but I tell you what, we won't even call it a review. Let's call it a discussion. We're gonna have a discussion, an intelligent discussion about one of these books. So you leave a comment in the comments telling me what book you want to see discussed. Ooh, top of the morning to you, Pepsi.